Let's get some more cowbell. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the biggest happy hour in half an hour. It's not Paul tonight. It's Gene Frankel from Don't Fear the Reaper, man. Don't fear the Reaper. So Blue Oyster Cult, yes, we are holding down the fort. We gave Paul the night off. Well, actually, that's Paul there. He lost a lot of weight there. So good evening. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. There, we're going to have a great, awesome show tonight. There. So thank you for all for tuning in here. So let's get this party started here. We got a lot to catch up on. We got a jam-packed show, so we might be going into overtime tonight. So let's get a quick shout out to who do we all got going on here. So we want to give a big shout out there to Mr. Let's get the right button here. Mr. Phil up there. Thank you for tuning in there. Phil up there. Also, Sean, what's going on, Sean there? We got our poll up there to find out what's your favorite Halloween candy there. So far, it looks like candy corn is in the lead here with 75. More cowbell. You know it. You know it. You can't have any more of this, right? This is all about more cowbell. There's more of everything. More rum, maybe? Yeah, so let's go here. So, all right. So thanks again for tuning in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my earmuffs on so I can hear myself. So yes, thanks you all for tuning in here. So how's the quick sound check there? Hopefully you all can hear me there. And hopefully tell me what you're drinking today. What's your libation of choice there? Let's get this party started here. Let's go ahead and we're going to go jump right in here to our What the Florida segment there. So let's go. What do we got here? So let's see. We got a whole lot of folks here. Thank you for all tuning in tonight. Again, this is the Friday Eve show. This gets you ready for the weekend there. Friday tomorrow is TGIF. So let's get it going. Always more rum. You know it. You know it. Yeah. Where is that? Sean, this is for you. Always more rum. That is right. So yes, thanks for tuning in. All right, so here we go. We're going to go in our What the Florida segment here. All right. So what is our TGIF for What the Florida here? So again, big shout out there to Poddex there, Travis Brown over there, Poddex. Follow him if you're a content creator. He's got really good ideas and pretty cool stuff there. So again, you don't have to be a podcaster to use some of his ideas and so forth. So here we go. Our Florida Florida man segment here. What Florida? I don't even remember what it is. All right, here we go. Do you have a favorite coffee mug? If so, what's on it or what makes it your favorite? Do you have a favorite coffee mug? If so, what's on it or what's makes it your favorite there? So yeah, where's our buddy there, Brad Brock there? I know he's got his favorite, so he's got his jams and cocktail show. So there we go. I'm solo tonight, so nobody's helping me yet holding the cards. But there you go. So what's on your coffee mug there? Why is it your favorite there? Tell me. Pop us right there in the chat there. Ron Caput there, yes. My basic vodka and club. All right, it's okay. This happy hour show does not only is a rum show. Then we, as you know, we mix it all up. We mix good rum with some sparkling wine seltzers and stuff. So you never know. So there you go. So yeah, thanks to Ron there. Thanks you for tuning in there. Give a big shout out there to Mr. Ron. As you probably remember Ron, that's Captain Ron. Also my buddy there on our Kiss show there. So check out Ron C in the chat there. Appleton 12 year. Nice, Sean. That's very nice. I've got something new that I just bought there. It is a Florida rum. We're gonna give it a try here. So you guys may know, you may have heard of the name of it. So yeah. So hopefully, yeah, let's hear what your what the Florida question answer is to what's your favorite coffee mug. Hopefully our like I said, Brad Brock of Jams and Coffee morning show every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time does his Jams and Coffee show there. So check that out if you haven't there. Philip and I hang out. We chat all about that stuff in the chats there every morning there. So it's a great, even you listen to it in the car. You can even check out on live 365 live. I forgot the app now already, but I apologize. But yeah, there's an app that we'll try to figure it out and let you know about it. You can listen to Brad on his show there. So yeah, so let's what do we got next? Like I said, we got a lot going on in this show. So let's see who else we got in chats here. A lot of folks here hanging out with us here. How's our poll doing here? How is our poll doing here with our it looks like there was a little bit of a change on our where we got 50. Oh, it's a 50-50. Candy corn and M&Ms are tied. Ooh. We just changed. Oh, M&Ms are now taking the lead, 57. All right, so here we go. Hey, Pam, how you doing? All right, thank you for tuning in, Pam. How's it going there? All right, so thank you, Phil. See, I think Phil's my man right there. So yes, Phil is my man for tuning in. That's right, Live 365. Check out Jams and Cocktails channel there on Live 365. That's our buddy Brad Brock, a part of our podcast network partner, collaborator, and so forth. Siri there's my girl checking in there. So Siri, all right. So yes, again, this is not Paul tonight. This is Gene Frankel from the band Blue Oyster Cult. You probably have seen me in numerous Saturday Night Live skits, and it's all about the more cowbell, right? Right here. So meet my buddy, Mr. Bones here. He's just hanging out with me tonight. So let's go. Let's see what I got to get. Like I said, we got a lot to get to tonight. So we're going to go through this again. So we're going to get into because I'm getting a little thirsty here. Again, we'll read our card here in a moment here for those who just joined us there. Let's go and let's see what we got. So I picked this up. This is a Florida rum here. And I know some may not kind of look upon. I know Wicked Dolphin may not have a might be up there with some of the bigger names or known names, but again, they have been probably I think one of the oldest or longest running current rum distillers in the state of Florida, maybe even just distillers in general. But Wicked Dolphin, if you check out their podcast last year, we interviewed one of the distillers, Paul Cottrell, last year, and luckily, they were able to pick up the pieces. They didn't get hit too hard. It looks like from the hurricane because they're in Cape Coral, right in that southwest Florida area where Fort Myers, where the hurricane went through. So glad to see that they're still keeping it going. They didn't even get knocked down and back up. But again, I saw this in the store here. I got to take my glasses off because I can't read a damn thing. All right, so this is Wicked Dolphin Brewers Series Double Barrel Florida craft rum distilled from premium Florida cane sugar. Now, this is one of those collabs that a lot of distillers do with uh, wine, whiskey barrels, bourbon barrels. This one is with actually somebody else. It seems like a very familiar name you guys may know, and if you follow on the show, they've actually partnered up here with Cigar City Brewing to make this brewer special here. So we're gonna give this a try here. This is you're seeing a first taste right here. So let's get to it. If I can open this thing up here. All right, let's see if we got a cork pop. Ooh, that sounded actually a good, nice pop here. All right, let's go ahead and pour a little bit here. All right, there you go. The Wicked Dolphin there. So again, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram as well too. I posted a video there. I posted a little bit of about the Dolphins, Wicked Dolphin, drinking some Wicked Dolphin rum, and also the Miami Dolphins. I got a little bit on a hiatus. Dolphins won first 3 games, lost the next 3, and then I got back on. I forgot what the mojo was. Had a little Wicked Dolphin, and the Dolphins won that game last Sunday night, which is a great game. So again, Dolphins now 4-3. So big shout out to the Dolphins there. I'm sure they're watching and hanging out with us tonight here. A big shout out there to the Dolphins. Yes. So yeah, so what we got here? So all right, Live 365, Ron, that was a musical pop. That was for sure. All right. All right. Not too bad. I may have to give this a little set a little bit first here. Again, it's not always the first taste. You got to give it on the second try there because you're going to get different flavors and different things once your palate's been a little bit accustomed to what you had there. So, all right. Tinter for Life, Mr. Myers plays drums and drinks rums for 30 days. How you doing, Tinter for Life? How you doing? Big shout out there. Thank you for joining us there. Drink Wicked Dolphin whenever they play. Yeah, that's right. That's what I started doing, Ron. So now that Tua's back, I gotta have to stock up on my Wicked Dolphin there. The Dolphin's gonna go. Too bad they didn't go. They lost 3 games and didn't go undefeated. All right. So anyway, so that's what I'm trying here tonight is we're gonna do a little bit of tying in with our Florida Say Man segment there from Cigar City. Hopefully you guys are watching as well too. But let's go in there. So the River Pirate. Hey Jason, the River Pirate. Check out the River Pirate there. If you don't follow Jason and the River Pirate, all his great reviews, cruise reviews, all sorts of awesome stuff. He shows you what the beauty of living in Florida is all about there and so forth. Wicked Dolphin's a great craft Florida distiller. I reviewed their spice rum. So I don't know, Jason, if you've tried this here. This is the Brewers Brewers series there. So that's something new that they did a collab with Cigar City Brewing. So, all right. So, what do we got here? All right. So, we caught up here. All right. So, where we at with our poll? Oh, shoot. Candy corn and M&Ms are tied up again. Somebody snuck in there with the Skittles. Oh, man. So, we're all tied up here. So, let's see what we got here. So, all right. So, let's just jump right in here again. We're just going to keep going here. We already read our card for with the Florida there. So, what we got is here is up next is we're going to talk a little bit about some of the Halloween cocktails, right? So first up, what we have here is the jack-o'-lantern. All right, so this is while it's not a pumpkin flavored cocktail, it certainly looks like one. Inside the glass, you'll find a pleasant drink of cognac, orange liqueur, and orange juice topped with ginger ale. It's the Halloween worthy garnish that takes it from its ordinary to extraordinary. All you need is orange and lime. So that's pretty cool. Looks like actually does look like a pumpkin there. So if you make that drink there. So again, it is made with cognac, orange liqueur, orange juice, and topped off with ginger ale. Never heard of that one, but it actually definitely looks like a Halloween drink. All right. So what do we got next on this one here? So, all right. Next up, what we have is where's this one? This one is called Frog in a Blender. Admittedly, some drinks are more gimmick than anything else. The Frog in a Blender is one of those. And the concept behind this vodka cranberry slushy is hard to beat. The trick is to avoid blending it as well as you would a margarita. So all of the green bits of lime remain chunky and create the illusion of a witch's brew. Yeah, that definitely if you look at the picture, it does look like there's frog parts in there. So what else we got here? All right, so what do we got next here? This one, I think, Ron, you're going to like this one there, right? Swamp Water Surprise. Making jello shots for the party? Save a bit of the gelatinous treat for this fun rum cocktail. You can totally customize the scary vibe of the Swamp Water Surprise by choosing certain ingredients. For the curacao, go with the blue liqueur or the clear one. Then add in your favorite fruity gelatin to whatever color you like to create the plasma effect. All right, so these are, again, these don't seem to be too complicated, but they're involved here. What's next here is the skeleton key. When you're looking for a bloody good drink that will entertain and refresh, the skeleton key is a great choice. This unique bourbon cocktail includes elderflower and ginger beer and has an easy bloody garnish. Bottle of bitters be gone. How about that one? That doesn't look too bad. All right, now this one impresses me a lot because obviously there's some layering effect going on here. This one is called the Black Widow. Dark and mysterious, the Black Widow is nothing more than a Halloween-inspired way to make a vodka cranberry. The key to pulling it off is you need to find Blavod, Balvod, or make black vodka from scratch. That sounds a little bit complicated. I'm sure you could probably make it something else that's not as heavy as probably that's got to be on the bottom of the cranberry. Wow. I mean, interesting is how that floats on top of the cranberry. All right, so what do we got next here? We got next the Ghostbuster. When you mix up the Ghostbuster, you'll find an apparition floating around in your glass. This recipe is easy and creates a green martini with a peachy melon flavor that everyone will die for. What's floating inside? Nothing more than a white spirit that you already probably have in your bar. All right. We got here. And of course, this is the most famous one for all you rummers. You know this one very well. Of course, it's probably the number one Halloween named cocktail for rum drinks. It's called the Zombie. There are many cocktail recipes named for things that go bump in the night. A favorite among those is the classic Zombie, which is a little different than the Zombie Punch, but are old school tropical cocktails, and either of the fruit-filled, rum-heavy drinks will keep the party going all night. And there's your candy corn here. The peach candy corn cocktail is all about creating the cult favorite treat 3 layers. Best of all, the recipe plays up the visual effect in an utterly delicious way. It's sweet, a mix of sparkling peach juice, pineapple juice, and whipped cream vodka, as for fun to drink as it to look at. So that's actually pretty nice. That's a very eye-appealing cocktail there at your party if you're making them. Next up, we got another shot here. It's called Wolf Bite. Treat your guests to a round of Halloween shots and serve up the memorable Wolf Bite. Like a mad scientist experiment gone wrong, this fun absinthe and melon liquor shooter, complete with blood red layer, needs to be seen before it goes down. All right, I think we're getting into the end. Candy corn shot. The key to the candy corn effect is layering the ingredients according to their specific gravity, pouring the gold colored Galliano, then orange curacao, and finishing it off with cream creates the same distinct striping as the candy corn. That's pretty cool. I like that one, actually. All right, hold on. I think I didn't get to this one before. This one is known as, hold on, guys. All right. This one is another one, candy corn cocktail. Many attempts have been made to recreate the taste of candy corn in the glass. While they're not perfect, they are fun. In this candy corn cocktail, you will infuse kettle corn into a bottle of gin and pair with Moscato wine and homemade grenadine. It's a novelty drink with a fancier look than what makes it great. Halloween hypnotist. These are your guests with a bewitching martini. The haunting, eerie glow of the Halloween hypnotist is sure to do the trick. The vodka recipe is easy and fruity, requiring three common ingredients: vodka, hypnotic, and lemon juice. And with a glow stick garnish completes the spooktacular. And I think our last one here is the Children of the Corn. Homemade candy corn infused vodka is the star of this intriguing cocktail. The infusion that takes couple of hours so that you can pull it off at the last minute, and it's guaranteed to be the talk of the party. When it's party time, mix up a round of Children of the Corn cocktails by mixing your sweet vodka with cinnamon syrup, lemon juice, and seltzer. All right, so there we go. That's our list of our cocktails there for this show there. So again, I don't know. Do you all have a Halloween parties? Do you go through? Do you make some? Do you make any of these Halloween cocktails or anything to that effect? What kind of cocktails do you guys make there? So let's see here. Let me just catch up there. All right, that looks good. Sounds good. Could look cool looking. Yeah, it is. It is a little bit involved. There's Cigar City IPA is one of my favorites. Yep, that's it. I think we gotta have some here tonight. Bravad has an interesting taste, like cough syrup. Oh, so it's like kind of like Nyquil. And speaking of Nyquil, why does Nyquil hangovers are worse than alcohol hangovers? Riddle me that. So all right, Jen is and Morris family. Thank you for coming back there. Welcome back there to the happy hour there. Wolf Fight looks cool. Zombies the bomb. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, let's tell me, what do you make any Halloween cocktails for any of your parties that you have at your house though? So all right, so we got that going on there. So those are our cocktails. So I guess it's time to find out what Michael Myers does the other 364 days in the year.
Well, a trip to the beach turned out to be more like a scene from a Halloween movie.
The iconic villain, Michael Myers, was spotted at Panama City Beach over the weekend.
Good Day's Ron Gant is here with the images. You
Gotta
just gotta
see
see.
this.
Yeah, that's right, ladies. Folks were just trying to enjoy the end of summer, this Labor Day weekend, when they saw this. Yep, this is going to be that's Michael Myers. Someone spotted him strolling along the sand in Panama City. The Halloween villain hung out for about 45 minutes or so before disappearing. Now, the man who took the picture said that Michael was on his best behavior, and one person even said on social media that they're glad that Michael is taking some time to himself before the busy Halloween season. But yeah, I mean, I was at the beach this past weekend, and if I would have saw this on the beach, I would have been like, what in the world is going on around here? So,
weird.
but yeah, I mean, that looks pretty realistic too. So yeah, pretty funny on the
They've
beach.
got a good
Have
point.
good
He's
time.
going to be very busy this season. And
very
so
busy,
he needs
yes.
a little rest and relaxation ahead of time.
Yep,
Michael
enjoy
Myers
a vacation.
and Jaws. So
Yeah, he's definitely going to be well rested, that's for sure.
It's
Keep
that
them both
picture
far
right
away.
there.
Yeah, it's the one where he's kind of looking upwards. That's the
No.
scary
Yeah,
one.
I think I'd
yeah,
hightail
I'm
it
like,
off
oh,
the
I think it's
beach.
time for us to go. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
I believe
I'm
it.
sure it's pretty
Wow.
funny if you were on the beach, though, just watching him walk around.
Maybe.
Right.
But why? Like, okay.
I know what I'm going to be
To
for Halloween.
terrify people.
Yes. All right, Ron, thanks so
Okay.
much. Well, a trip to the beach turned out to be more like a scene from a Halloween movie.
The iconic villain, Michael Myers, was spotted.
All right, so there now you know it's kind of like Santa Claus. What does he do the other 364 days of the year that he's not delivering presents to everybody? You know, where does he go? Well, obviously now we know Michael Myers likes the beach when he's not killing people on Halloween. So just tell Jamie Lee Curtis to stay away from the beach. So again, I'll read you the story here. Again, as you heard, This is in Panama City. A beachgoer says he spotted a man dressed as Michael Myers for Halloween at a Florida beach over Labor Day weekend. Todd Brandon Easter shared that's interesting. Easter and Halloween. Shared images of what he saw that day at Panama City Beach. The beachgoer said the iconic movie character was while visiting the beach on September 4th. Easter said the person dressed as Myers wasn't bothering anyone and seemed approachable while not causing any problems. Now, I've seen also videos, I would assume, of this same guy. He was driving around in the costume and stop at a light and then look over to the person next to him, and it would freak the fuck people out. And actually, it was pretty funny watching these videos. But anyway, so now you know what Michael Myers does the other 364 days in a year. So there you go. There, Michael Myers. Let's give Michael Myers, our Florida man. Here's to you, Michael Myers. You are our Florida man of the week. Cheers. Now, I would give my buddy a drink here, but I think, the alcohol would just go right to the room. So we're not going to give him any alcohol tonight because I don't think he can hold his alcohol. All right, so what do we got going on here? Let's catch up here in the chats here. We got going on here. All right, so yeah. So all right, we're still candy corn and M&Ms are still tied up here. So all right, so what River Pirate says, well, at our All Hallows Eve charity event this Saturday night, the River Pirate is tasked with handling out Captain's Blood rum shots to guests arriving to our event. Michael Myers drinks Myers. Oh, hey, I like that there. I like that. That's a good one there. We're going to have to remember that one. So drink the Florida man shotgun style. Maybe not tonight, Ron. Maybe we'll have to get a and the next in there. So I'm not sure. I may have to put down the splash. Like sitting at SeaWorld, and I might be spilling this all over the equipment here. So we may have to save that up there. We'll try to keep that going for the next one there. So all right. What do we got going on here? So don't forget, if you don't follow, if you haven't hit like the button, hit subscribe, follow here on the YouTube video here. So all right. So like I said, that was our Florida man story. I thought it was apropos. I had another story I was going to use, but I think this is obviously, it was a Halloween themed one, right? What did we do last Halloween? I think I remember we were pirates, weren't we? Right, Ron? We were pirates last year. So yeah, again, tune in. If you tune in, I can't believe it's already a year's gone by when I did the episode last year for the Spinal Tap, the death of Spinal Tap drummers there. So, all right. So what do we got up next here? So again, we'll keep in the spirit here of our Michael Myers skit here, and we're gonna go into some Michael Myers memes here. My mom, why don't you? Oh, we gotta slow that down there. Anyway, we'll just let this scroll through here and let you guys kind of watch some of these memes here. So the internet is a crazy thing, isn't it? I think that one's the best right there. Me and the boys. All right, so there you have it. There's our Florida or Florida our Michael Myers memes. Actually, some good. The internet's amazing. I think the latest internet meme going around now is the costumes, the adult costume packages that have different people in it. I'll tell you one real quick here. I saw it was the adult cheapy costumes you probably get, and this one was it said Ocala Man, and it pictured a guy wearing like some type of button up fish kind of shirt. It looks like just like every other Florida guy, and it says it comes with a Yeti cool cup and Salt Life stickers and all sorts of things. And I said that guy looks a lot like Luke Combs. And then somebody said that picture is of Luke Combs. And it just was anyway. It's a whole bunch of goofs and actually pretty funny. So anyway, so check it out if you haven't seen the Halloween costume memes that are floating around, the packaging for them. So it's actually pretty funny. So, all right. So I do have something I want to say is Philip, are you still in the chats there? Because I want to just kind of give you a little bit of recognition there, a little shout out there. All right. So let's see here. Yeah. So Philip, let me know if you're still in there because I want to definitely give you a little bit of recommendation here. So. All right, let's see what we got here. So, all right, well, if Philip, if he's still not if still not there, what we're gonna do is just give a quick shout out here to Philip there. Last week he got the right answer there on who our first rum distiller or rum guest was on the podcast. It was done in 2020. He did guess right, or it got the right answer. I think he had to Google for it actually, but that's fine. He still got the answer right, and it was for Copper Bottom was the answer. They were our first rum guest of the podcast. And actually, so we had a giveaway for him, and he had offered to put his prize back up on the block. And what we have for our giveaway here is our Gubba Rum hat here there. So Philip decided to go ahead and put it back up again. I think it was because I had to ship it to him. So I think he was being nice and generous to me that I didn't have to spend the shipping cost here. So anyway, so we got this. So we're gonna got a few more Halloween movie things that we'll talk about here. The first one I want to talk about is Michael Myers' mask. Does anybody know what the original mask was for, or what it was inspired for? So does anybody know? Again, it was actually another famous movie or TV movie character. So does anybody know what that Michael Myers mask was based off of there? First one with the right answer there. Tell me if whether it was the show or TV or movie name or even the actor who played it. I'll take either one. So let me know if you got the answer to this one here. Anybody knows? Anybody want to Google? Yes. Ron said Stumpy the drummer died. That's right. Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap drummer Stumpy had died. I don't remember. Was he spontaneous combustion or did he something else happen to him? No, it's not Jason. It's not Jason from Friday the 13th. You have to go back a little further than that for this idea on who the mask is. Even though I'm a horror movie fan, I've never seen a Halloween movie. Really? Then you have homework to do, Siri. You've got some homework to do. I think that's a really good idea there. So I think you got some homework to do. So next week when you come back for the happy hour, I want to hear the report. I want a book report on your Halloween movie there. So, all right. So he says, I was thinking Jason as well. No, you guys can Google. Come on, use the old Google's machine. That's fine too. It's not cheating, right? All right. So plus our candy corn and M&Ms are still tied up. Skittles is pulled in there. Nobody giving any love to the Sour Patch Kids. All right. Stumpy choked. That's right. Stumpy choked on vomit. Not sure whose vomit. That's right. Yes. Thank you, Ron, there for the assist on reminding me of how Stumpy died. That's right. He choked on his own vomit, but they weren't sure whose vomit it was there. All right. So, all right. Halloween book report. There you go. You got a Halloween book report on Halloween, right? There you go. So somebody was talking about earlier today. I was listening, referencing all these Halloween scary movies, horror movies in the 80s, and somebody brought up Faces of Death. Remember those videos that you'd go to the movie stores and you go rent these Faces of Death? Like, there's our first time looking at how morbid we are to watch how people died. Remember the one that there was guys parachuting or skydiving and they landed in an alligator farm, right? If you think back to the 80s with stuff like that was really shock and just totally out there. Think about what we've gone in the last 30, 40 years with the internet and all the shit that's out there now. It's almost watching Faces of Death is almost like not even a big deal anymore. It probably wouldn't. We've probably been very desensitized to certain stuff. So, do we have an answer yet here? We not have an answer yet on who's what the mask is. Do you guys want me to give you the answer? Do you want me to keep the hat? I'm trying to give stuff away, guys. Come on. All right. Anyway, so we're gonna go through. I'll wait to tell you who it is here in a second, and then we're gonna go through. All right. So here's some Halloween movie facts. All right. So here we go. So I guess some of it is you do have to know a little bit about this movie, and I'm not a super big Halloween fan either, so I don't know some of these references. But if you do watch them, anyway. So again, when the movie came out, the production budget was a mere $325,000. So in 1978, just think about that, right? So made that movie for $300,000, right? And it earned a total of $70 million worldwide. Talk about like a smash, right? So that's a drop in a bucket compared to like today now to make a movie. So I guess two actors were both offered the role of Dr. Loomis. Now again, I don't know, I don't watch the movie, so I'm not as familiar. But basically, it was Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. So y'all probably know who Christopher Lee is. He's played a lot of horror movie kind of roles. He actually was in Star Wars. I can't remember what Darth Sidious or whichever character it was, but he was in it. I think in the droid one, the Clone Wars one. But the guy who's also was offered as a mentor, Peter Cushing, looks like in this picture he was also in Star Wars too. So there you go. There's some interesting weird ties that they never knew that their path would cross, but I don't think they ever went in movies together. All right, let's see if anyone's got the answer because I want to skip over this next one here. Sean got it. Don't spoil the book report. There you go, Sean. There, all right, there, Sean. Good job there. Good job, Sean. All right, Sean, for good at the answer there. We're gonna pour you a little bit of a drink here too. All right, so good job there, Sean. All right, so there you got your hat. So try to message me over on social media, so either on Instagram or Facebook, and we'll mail you out this prize here. So good job there. Yep, that's right. So again, it's weird. So here we go. So Michael Myers' mask was made from a Captain Kirk mask. Okay, so here's what it says. Devoid of color, feature, or motion, Michael Myers' mask is the perfect visage for an avatar of evil, as unknowable as the shape. That said, the origins of the mask are right in the line with the low-budget Halloween. The design of the mask was the work of production designer Tommy Lee Wallace, a frequent Carpenter collaborator, John Carpenter, who collaborated, who later directed Halloween 3. Wallace purchased a Captain Kirk mask from a costume shop on the Hollywood Boulevard. From there, he whitened the eye holes, replaced the hair on the mask, and spray painted the latex mold of the mask white. The ghoulish result hid the mask's origin. That is actually pretty cool that there's a star Captain Kirk. Michael, why are you killing people? That's probably how he would have if he was in this. So congrats to Sean there for getting the answer there. Again, don't care how you get your answer as long as you find the right answer there. So good job, Sean, there. All right, so kudos to Sean there for getting that answer there. So yeah, so actually the film was first titled originally The Babysitter Murders. So that probably let's see there. It's holiday. It's this flavoring that makes the film stand out from many later slasher films, includes several of its own sequels. However, John Carpenter and Deborah Hill's earliest drafts did not have this element, with the story bearing the blunter title of Babysitter Murders. The producer suggested setting the film on Halloween night, and Carpenter, feeling this idea brought up a unique flavor up to the haunted house feel he wanted for the film, and agreed. The rest is history. What else here? Okay, the film was set in Illinois but shot in California. Of course, they always make these movies somewhere else that you think it was somewhere else. John Carpenter composed the score in 3 days. That's actually pretty impressive there. Didn't know he also did that stuff too. So is that right? So I guess the film was inspired by Black Christmas. Again, there's something new I don't know. Never heard of that movie. Deborah Hill wrote most of the dialogue for Laurie and her friends. So Laurie is Jamie Lee Curtis. Michael Myers was inspired by John Carpenter's visit to a psychic ward. There's some really fucked up shit here. All right, so there you go. So there's a whole bunch of facts about Halloween, the Halloween movie that you didn't know, that you probably didn't care about to even know until I just told you about it. So anyway, so that's all. It's all good there. So again, congrats to Sean there. That's fine, Sean. As long as however you get your answer, that's fine by me. So We'll send this out to you there. So again, that's right. We forgot. We've been skipping our what the Florida there. So here's our what the Florida question here. Do you have a favorite coffee mug? If so, what's on it, or what makes it your favorite? Okay, what is on your favorite coffee mug? Maybe I need to get some Drums and Rums coffee mugs. You guys drink coffees. You guys would want a Drums and Rums coffee mug, right? So we'll have to work on that. I do have a new logo design that I've been working on. So we'll stay tuned on that. Also stay tuned. I know we talked about last week about our vanilla. I got to get that set up there. So if you guys are interested in picking up some, purchasing some, we did get our little container boxes this past weekend. So we'll be able to start shipping those and put those things together. Like I said, I do have a cool tie-in that is a drum tie-in to it, which when I guess I'll tell you this now. So here's what it happens is when you get those little mini bottles that we showed you last week, right? The little samples. But think about one of those little mini bottles. And we have is what comes with what comes with the bottles is an actual, not this, but just to kind of give you an idea, it's an actual little drumstick that is that we're working on with one of our previous podcast guests here who makes drumsticks. And you have to go Google up to find out who that company is. But with all of them, there's a tie-in to a drumstick, tied to or attached to each of the bottles there. So again, you've got your drums and rums. So there you have it there. So again, stay tuned for that. Again, I hope and I know it's gonna be very cool, and I think you guys are gonna really appreciate it. So check that out there. Again, hopefully soon I'll get a little sample to show you guys what that drumstick looked like. But again, hey, this is what we're all about here. Drums and Rums, and this is the vehicle so we can have fun, talk about certain things, hang out with cool people like you guys, listen to some music, and just have a good time, man. It's all about trying to be positive here, right? So, all right. So, yeah, Grumpy to the last drop. There we go, Siri. Yeah. All right. So, picture or didn't happen, Siri. I want to see a picture posted on in the group there, in the Drums and Rums group. So, post. I want to see the picture there. So, if you guys got your pictures, or if your photo or coffee mugs, let's see it there. Nice bling there. That's right. So, ooh, me? What bling do I got? I'm not sure. Of course, in this shirt is like way too small for my big fat ass. So I'm supposed to. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So after we wrap up here, I'm going to head over to our local restaurant here, Nitrogen here, and so Ron. I know Ron's local, so Ron, why don't you come out and hang out with me? It's a Costa Halloween party here tonight over at Nitrogen. So come out if you're local. Come hang out. We'll post some stuff. We'll be putting on social media over on Instagram. They do. They think this is their third or fourth annual Halloween party. So Chuck McCann is also a podcast alum. He is the owner of this restaurant here in Jupiter, and he was also on Hell's Kitchen. I had to dig and find out some old video of him being on the show. Makes awesome food here. Awesome. He's an awesome owner. He also let us do our rum takeover there when we had Doc from Really Bad Rum on the show. So anyway, so we're gonna head over there after once we're wrapped up here. I'm gonna head on over, put my stuff on. We're gonna cowbell. We're gonna more cowbell on over there. Oh yeah. So the drumstick bottle opener. I know that's actually probably cool. I should steal this idea, right? Only thing is I didn't think about it is like obviously most of it is a rum thing that we're not popping bottles with for rum, but I don't know. Maybe we have to kind of steal this idea here. But this was something that when I went to Nashville and was the drum clinic with Rascal Flatts drummer Jim Riley, and he'd given all the students this innovative percussion. That's the name of his drumstick that he uses in this bottle opener. So anyway, yeah, so this is pretty cool, especially if you're a drummer. It's like, if you're somebody that has a particular thing that you like and are into, of course, you probably get all the gifts that are certain things. Well, man, dude, I'm going to have to cut you off, man. Calm down, man. This dude's falling over. Yeah, I give him a little bit of just smell of a little bit of alcohol, and he's already, dude, you're not, this guy, I don't know, this guy can't drive, man. I thought he was going to be my DD too. All right, anyway, yes, I'm talking to an inanimate object, but hey, at least he's never going to argue with me, so. All right, I have a cold, so I'm staying in. Didn't work out today. Okay, all right, man. All right, Ron. So, yeah, I hope you're feeling better, Ron. So, yeah, where was I at? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we got little drumsticks we're going to attach to all the bottles there. So, like I said, I'll keep you posted on what it looks like, and then we're going to try to set some up. If you're interested in the vanilla that we talked about last week, we got different vanillas that we're going to make from the different rums. Some of them, and I think I talked about last week as well too. So tune in. That'll be very cool. Cut him off. Yeah, I know he's a lightweight, man. He can't hang with me. right? He can hang. I mean, I need like people that are serious about their rum drinking. And I think, and I am hanging out with people that are serious about their rum here in the chat here. So definitely, all you guys, I appreciate you all guys hanging out with us. So yeah, I think we hit our mark here. I think we're a little bit on our overtime there. So I guess I'm gonna have to pay you guys time and a half. We're running over about 10 minutes of the show here, but I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight here. So again, here we did a little bit of tasting. I'll have to try this a little bit more of our Wicked Dolphin, the Brewers Select here. So, and then also our Florida Man. And I think just last here, I just want to clean up in here and do our little bit of our show plugs here. So make sure you check out all of our friends here, or our friend collaborators. They've got some great content also. We all do a little bit different, but we're all content creators. So Jams and Coffee, 8 a.m. Eastern time every morning, Monday through Friday. Hang out with Brad Brock at Jams and Coffee, and he's got his morning show there. Also, this is our rum posse, we call it there. So Nia from My Rum Diaries, Jami from Ready Set Rum, Roger and Cole from Just Drinking, and Jason also here, the River Pirates. Check out follow their video content. And then also last here is the Jams and Cocktails Wednesday night podcast, 8 p.m. every Wednesday night there. They just did their Halloween special, which is was crazy. So yeah, tune in, follow them. Again, follow all those guys. Again, if you like what we do, I know you're gonna like what they do as well. Again, it's fun content, interesting and informative. A lot of rum reviews also that they all do. So definitely check it out there. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all from tuning in. Again, I know I've been kind of a little MIA. There was no podcast this week. I've been just trying to catch up with some stuff that I've been having to get over. The storm's been a difficult one with hurricane. Some other stuff going on too. It's just been, I'll tell you, it's really tough. Kind of doing this all by myself. This is the part where I'm whining a little bit here, but yeah, it's most of this is all a solo thing. So kind of tough working a full-time job and doing this. So again, I'm gonna go take Mr. Bones with me here tonight. We're gonna go hang out and let him drive the car, and we're gonna go ahead and close out this show with a little bit of "Don't Fear the Reaper." All right, let's go wrap up this show here, and let's don't fear the Reaper. Have a great weekend, all, and be safe and with your trick or treating.